Well, howdy, y'all. It's that friendly neighborhood moose, also known as the Count of Monte Fisto. Everybody's having a good day. We made it through another week. It's a shiny, happy Saturday. Me and the pooches here got to go down to the old creek and go for a swimming pool, so that was a real blessing yesterday. So keep an eye out for those videos. I got a couple of them to upload. And the city's plumb tuckered out, I tell you that. We also got the cat that jacked his bed, but one of the beds that said it is plumb tuckered out. You know we swam too much and ran around no doubt. Oh, he was giving Fred a little chase head poo. Fred said, or Purdy the cat said, I'll come sleep next to you. 'Cause you're a furry friend and you have a tail. And she likes laying next to her best friend. And even though he's passed out, yes, yes. I don't want to wake him up, disturb his rest. But I know this friend here is awake, so I stand my hat. Touch, that's great. But when you're rubbing on a pal that you love, say, ooh, what a blessing, yes, sir. Rubbing on a friend and telling you love them. That is something you can do. And Purdy is also a friend that I like. I let her slip my hand, and you know that's right. But when you touch a friend that you really know, you say, ooh, what a blessing for sure. Nah, it's good to experience the blessing of your friends and the Lord. And sometimes the Lord will bless you through your friends. So keep an open mind for that parable to appear to you again. And that's just the way that it goes. Well, you think he's just gonna speak to you clearly? No, he's gonna slap you upside the head through your buckaroo, don't you know? Come to me and rest. Give your mind a break from its habitual judging. You form judgments about this situation, this person, that person, yourself, even the weather. If it as if judging were your main function in life. But I created you first and foremost to know me and to live in rich communication with me. When you become preoccupied with passing judgment, you usurp my role. Relate to me as a creature to creator, sheep to shepherd, subject to king, clay to potter. Allow me to have my way in your life, rather than evaluating my ways with you. Accept them thankfully. This intimacy I offer you is not an invitation to act as if you were my equal. Worship me as King of Kings, while walking hand in hand with me down the path of life. Ooh, walking with the King in your hand. Better not give the King no mouth and upcut you, man. Oh, you gotta treat the Lord with respect. Even though his hand's in yours, you better bet. We got a Marcus Aurelius passage here I want to share too. That was pretty good. We read earlier. Yeah, I've been reading the whole one on the live stream. So tune into those, you can get it. Termination of of activity, sensation for movement, and the opinion. In a sensation, their death is no evil. Turn your thoughts now to the consideration of your life. Your life as a child, as your youth, your manhood, your old age, for in these also every change was death. Is this anything to fear? Turn your thoughts now to your life under your grandfather, then your life under your mother, then your life under your father. As you may find other differences and changes and terminations, ask yourself, is this anything to fear? In like manner, then neither are the termination and secession and the change of your whole life a thing to be afraid of. Nothing to fear. Don't you see? Because everything's changing and evolving, don't you know, homie? And that's just the way that it goes. Sleeping friend, blocking the flow. And when a sleeping friend blocks the flow, you might say, oh man, we went over 3 minutes for show. It wasn't even the passage I wanted to read, so I guess we'll read another one. That'd be good to do, homies. We got a beautiful sunshiny day. Observing the trailer outside is good to say. And looking around outside in the snow, our tomato plant is almost out of life. So it's one of them plants that's got a certain amount of days that it lives, and then it starts wilting and dying. You better believe that, yes, kid. But let's go ahead and read the passage that I meant to. I was just rushing and trying to get it right because I thought we were going to get it under 3 minutes. That ain't going to happen. Whoop. That's okay. That just means we get to share a bit more of our book, and that's what I swear. Oh, here we go. That's a good one. When another blames you or hates you, and when man says anything injurious about you, approach these poor souls, penetrate within, and see what kind of men they are. You will discover that there is no reason to be concerned that these men have this or that opinion about you. You must, however, be well disposed towards them, for by nature they are friends, and the gods, too, aid them in all the ways, by dreams, by signs, towards attainment of those things on which they set value. The universal cause is like winter torrents. It carries everything along with it. But how worthless are all these poor people who are engaged in matters political, and as they suppose they are playing philosopher, all drivellers. Well then, man, do what nature now requires. Set yourself in motion, if it is your power, if it is in your power, and do not look about to see if any one will observe it, nor yet expect Plato's Republic, but be content if the smallest thing goes on well, and consider such an event to be no small matter. For who can change men's opinions? And without a change of opinions, what else is there than the slavery of men who groan while they pretend to obey? Come now, and tell me of Alexander and Philip and Demetrius of Parlem, for they themselves shall judge whether they discovered what the common nature required, and train themselves accordingly. But if they act like tragic heroes, no one has condemned me to imitate them. The work of philosophy is simple and modest. Do not draw me aside into pomposity. That is a good thing to do. Read a Roman Emperor's Diary, and you say that's pretty cool, so you can get a little education. Well, I guess we better get this day going on. Yeah, be sure and keep an eye out for those swimming videos, because there are going to be some good ones. We read our devotional out there and hopped in the water, ran to and fro. Bird the cat said, "Well, I guess I'll go back to the bed for the show." When you see a sleeping cat, she might not be sleeping yet, because you see that tail wagging back and forth. Better bet. You say, "Good looking tail. That's a nice thing to see." Oh, I like a fur red friend. You know that they're up and homies. Fur red friends are pretty cool. They got a tail, and you like to hang with them, it's true. And everybody knows what I mean. You lay eyes upon a fur friend, don't be obscene. We're sipping on some good tea today, too. Our tea is chamomile, lavender, Earl Grey, with almond milk and honey. So what a blessing that. Thank you, Lord. Blessing me with some tasty tea. But all right, y'all. Wrap this one up. Y'all go ahead and have yourself a good weekend. Get out there and do something nice for somebody. Oh, wait, hold on. See, he's getting some REM sleep. He's catching some REM sleep. Look at those paws twitch. When you see the paws twitch, you say, "Ooh, I like this." You know that means he's getting his restful sleep. Chasing a rabbit, or maybe he's swimming again, ain't that neat? When you observe your friend sleeping real well, you say, "Go get that rabbit," that's what I tell. I'm telling our friends such words. That's saying, "Ooh, furry friends are beautiful to observe." Well, I think we better wrap it there. We'll be singing and dancing all day. Won't get nothing done, I swear. Phil, take it easy, get out there, do something nice. Reckon you can. Cut out.